welcome to the art studio. We are back virtual again, and I am so excited to share with you a winter craft that is a favorite in my house. If you are someone who's been with me for years in the studio, you know that our last few times together before winter break, we do some winter paper crafts in the studio, and a lot of times we transform our studio by hanging all sorts of paper crafts, especially our snowflakes that we make. But this year I'm going to show you how to make a really cute garland, which is a long strand of things that we can use kind of like origami with some cutting. And when you make origami, you're folding paper, and when you cut with origami, it's called kurigami. So we're gonna do some winter themed kurigami cuttings, and you can do a whole bunch of these and tape them together on the ends and hang them anywhere in your house. I love that they can sit up as well. I might sit these little people up on my piano. Today I'm going to show you how to make a variety of these, and during your studio time today you could make 3 or 4 of these, or as many as you like, and connect them. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about how to color, decorate, or maybe even collage on top of them to make them extra special. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the materials you need for this project are really simple. You're gonna need a pair of scissors, and you need a piece of paper. Blank paper is really great, but if you have lined paper, that will work too. Now this is an origami-ish project, so we are gonna be doing some folding. The first step is to fold your piece of paper in half lengthways. So go ahead and fold your piece of paper like that. I like to fold mine back and forth to make sure that crease is nice. So we've got this crease through the middle. We're gonna use our scissors to cut our paper right along that crease that you made. So we're cutting our paper in half to make 2 long strips. And each one of these strips we're gonna use to make our paper, our cut paper garlands. So this one I'm gonna set aside, and this is the one that I'm gonna use for our tutorial today. So we're gonna do some folding on this as well. You're gonna fold it in half, and then we're gonna do 2 more folds. So I've got it folded in half so it opens up like a book, okay? And I'm gonna take this front page and fold it back to the spine of the book, and then I can flip it over and fold this part back as well. So we will have made a zigzag like this. So it will be like the letter M, or if you turn it upside down, the letter W, okay? So you're gonna accordion fold that up. It doesn't matter which side or which way you go. So we're gonna start our project like this. So the next thing we're gonna do is draw out the pattern of what we're going to cut on just this first section here. So notice how my paper is in 4 equal sections. I'm gonna fold it all up, and I'm gonna draw out this little girl with her dress on. Now notice that on mine I have some people wearing dresses and some not. I kind of made a pattern of dress, or it could be a skirt, dress, pants, dress, pants. So if you want yours to just be all pants, and you can decorate them however you like, you're welcome to do that. I start with all of mine having dresses because I like to decorate the pretty skirts and dresses. And then if you want, you can cut out to make some of them have pants, and I can show you how to do that. So today I'm gonna show you how to do the little people, the children, but you can do so many different things with this technique, and I'm gonna show you some other examples later. So the really important thing is that we have parts that we don't cut out on the edges. So I have this little template here to show me that I'm gonna draw the head, the arms, the body, the skirt, and the feet, and these little red marks that I made here are the parts that I'm not gonna cut. So I'm gonna cut everything out except for those parts, because those are the parts that are gonna be touching. So notice that the hands and the feet are what hold all of my little people together. So I'm gonna draw that on my page. maybe I might decorate these to look like ice skates. Maybe there'll be a bunch of people ice skating. I'll put all their winter gear on and make a little winter scene. So Lucy's here doing this craft with me, and we noticed something that's probably a mistake that a lot of people will make. We talked about drawing our bodies or the figure, the person, on the front page here, and that these 4 little red parts here, the feet and the hands, have to connect and hold. So the hands have to connect and the feet have to connect in order for the people to connect. So Lucy drew a really great person here. I love these little shoes you drew. But notice that the hands don't go all the way out to the edges and the toes don't go out to the edges. So if she cuts this person out all the way around, she's just gonna have a bunch of separate people she'll have to tape together. So I'm gonna have Lucy redraw hers so that her hands and her feet go all the way to the edges. Got it, Lucy? Okay. All right, so now we're ready to cut out our people. So I'm gonna cut out all this extra space. These are called the negative shapes or the negative space. All of the part that's not the person, but I'm definitely not going to cut here, and I'm not gonna cut here. Definitely not gonna cut on the red parts here that are going to be connected. Magic part where we get to unfold it and see if it worked. If it doesn't work, that's okay. Sometimes it takes a couple of tries to get it right. So now my people are connected by their hands and their feet. So this is one way we can do this project. Tomorrow we're going to talk about how we can decorate and color these people and all of the different ideas of what we can do with them. Again, I love that I can zigzag them and have them sitting up on a tabletop, or you could make a whole bunch of these and tape their hands together and make a long strand of them and hang them and decorate them, kind of like we do our snowflakes that we usually make in December in the studio together. Now, if you're interested in making a different shape and not making people, you can always make your own design and just make sure that you have areas that are touching. So you could make this little shape. I love this one because they kind of remind me of little fairies or princesses, or they could be angels. So you could decorate those. You'd be cutting out your folded piece of paper like that, making sure that all these red places are the parts that you don't cut and that you are leaving connected. You could do a little village of winter houses. These little cottages are super cute. I love how maybe each cottage could be different and they each have a little doorway. Maybe even if you had a little strand of Christmas lights behind it, the light could come through the door and you could draw little scenes in the windows, and each house could be different. So this is how you might cut that one out, making the tops of the roofs connect. And I did a little bump of snow on the ground, and then here's a little cut. You would just cut twice for the door there so that the door is still connected, but that you could open and shut it. Another idea would be to do a Papercraft garland of snowmen. These would be really cute because you could decorate each one different ways, give them different colored scarves and outfits and hats. And this is how you would cut that one out. So this third biggest part of your snowman would connect all the way to the side, and his little branchy hands would connect too. And lastly, this one is super woodsy design. You could do little trees. Oh, I can't find my tree example, but basically the pointy parts, the 3 bottom pointy parts, are the parts that are going to hold together. I love this one because I want to draw little animals and winter creatures and maybe color some snow on all of the branches and make this a little winter alpine forest. So tomorrow we're going to talk about how we can decorate these. Today I'd like for you to choose one of these designs or come up with your own. Remember, you can come up with your own design and just think about where you want the connections to be so that they're all holding hands. Okay, I can't wait to see what you guys make, and I hope you have fun. Lucy was able to make hers. She did such a good job. Look at how cute her people are. I love them. Nice job. You were able to fix that. Well done, Lucy. Now, one last thing that I want to show you. Lucy reminded me of this, if you did people with skirts and you would like to turn some of them into people with pants, you just cut the skirt part off. Not everybody wears a skirt, but anybody could. There we go. So then I turned that person wearing a skirt or a dress into a person wearing pants. All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have fun doing this winter paper craft. See you later. Bye. Want to say bye, Lucy? Bye.